Hi, I'm Zach. I'm a 31-year-old vegan singer-songwriter here in Missouri. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how not responding to comments has been life-changing. Especially for my mental health, mainly. So, for most of my life, I've always responded to comments. I've almost, in an unhealthy fashion, taken pride in always responding to comments no matter what. And many times this would ruin my state of mind and mental health. It would ruin the quality for the rest of my day. But I wanted to be able to read comments and respond to them and not be affected by it. And for so long, I just kept reading them, thinking, oh, I can handle it no matter what. And much of the time I was able to, actually. But through the years, there's always that moment where I thought, oh, I can take it no matter what. And then I read the comment, and then it just went down a spiral of me replying, then them replying, then me replying, then them replying, then me replying, then them replying, just on and over and over and over and over and over again. And it wastes a lot of time and energy. And it also subtly ruins my mood for the day. And then every single time I get on YouTube, I check to see if they responded, or I dread seeing if they responded, knowing how I'm going to react to it and how it's going to put me in a mode where I'm just constantly defending or trying, even if I'm not in a defensive, angry mode, I'm trying to empathize with them and get them out of it. But then it still gets me in a compulsive mode where I just have to respond for whatever reason. And that's just how I am, or that's how I've been. Not that I can't transform how I am, or that I have been transforming. I think not responding to comments for a while is one way for me to do that. So whenever I do go back and start responding to comments, I have more self-control, and I'm just a different person. As calloused over, not calloused, but I just kind of grew a shield, a wall, a force field over my brain. So next time I see something that triggers me, or some type of comment that I know will probably spiral into something like that, I can just leave it at one response and then just keep going, or just not respond at all. So recently I just haven't been reading any comments or responding to any comments, like beyond just hate comments or comments of people that disagree with me, which is fine. I've always valued people disagreeing with me. It's just whenever there's disrespect in there, that's what really gets me. If someone disagrees and there's disrespect, then and there's like a tone of either just, yeah, any form of disrespect, then it starts to get to me. You know I'm recording right now, Tiberius, right? Aren't you aware of that? But I also stopped reading all comments in general recently, and that's a lot of that is because of the time in my day. I've been putting a lot of time towards creating and just creating, and not reading any of the comments. But also, it's because in order for me to read the good comments, or the nicer comments, the more supportive comments, I have to weave through all the hate comments. And so I also just haven't felt like I've had the strength recently to read comments because recently I've gone through my relapse, which I'm sober now again, but I was having horrible withdrawals and just not in the best state of mind before my relapse. And then I got sick, so I just haven't had the energy really beyond just my normal creation. And now I'm trying to prepare for the month that I'm going to have my son. So I'm making all my videos for the month. I'm making like 5 videos before work every day, and I'm working on music also to have all the songs and everything ready for like 1 to 2 months in advance. And I'm already 1 month ahead, so I don't have much more to go. But as soon as I get all of this in order, then I will start reading comments once again. Although I am a little nervous about it because I know how it affects me, how the hate comments affect me, and how the passively aggressive constructive criticism comments affect me, where they're disguised as constructive criticism, but really it's not constructive, it's just criticism, and it's just another hate comment. Those are not, I was about to say those are the worst, but I don't know, they're all bad. Although I must say I do appreciate the constructive criticism whenever it's clearly constructive criticism and it's respectful. That actually helps me grow. That's good. So not responding to comments for a month or two now, I think it's been a couple months now, has been very refreshing actually. It's been very healthy for my mental health, I would say. It allows me to just, well, it just keeps me in a natural state of mind rather than my state of mind being interrupted by some toxic thought process or some comment that makes me question myself and doubt my sanity and makes me feel aggravated or attacked and made fun of, bullied. It's nice to not read immature, hateful comments and to just be left with my own natural thoughts. Although I still have to deal with the angry people at the gas station I work at and their comments in real life. But maybe a little bit of it is healthy. Or not. I mean, the goal is to be able to do this full time to where I don't have to work at the gas station. And then I don't have to hear anybody's comments. And I can just create and go out and street perform and then come back and create videos like this. And then I can hire someone else to read the comments. And then if people really want me to read their comments, they can become a patron, because I read and respond to every single one of those comments for sure. But I'm not at that point yet, and I will continue to read as many comments as I can. I will go back and read all the comments of all the videos I missed, as many as I can, once I get super ahead on videos and creating music. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cover every single comment, because I have a lot that I've been wanting to create lately, or that I'm going to create, that I've been creating. And I want to keep this ahead of the schedule thing going. I want to have like 20 or 30 videos ready to upload, so I'm 1 to 2 or 3 months ahead of the schedule, because that gives me the freedom to work on whatever I want. And right now, what I'm wanting to work on is the superhero saga, and so not having to upload all that, or having all of that ready to upload, allows me to work on that. And since I want to work on creating that video series of the superhero saga story of ZmanTheVegan, I'm not sure if I'm going to put time towards responding to comments for a while, but I probably will. I imagine I will. It doesn't take all that much time. It's not like that there's thousands of comments, really. It takes like 1 to 2 hours. I've just been putting every single hour of spare time towards either creating these videos, creating music, or working on that superhero saga recently. And so that's probably what I'm going to continue to do for a while. Either way, leave a comment down below. Likely I will read it eventually. And let us know. Let the other people watching this video know. Do you respond to comments? Do you read comments? What do you think about comments? Are you leaving a hate comment right now? How dare you? Thanks for watching. For the animals! Woo!